Hey, yo, back again. Opinionated Faxx. Got the boys with us right now. We got Mr. Soul Toast, Cigar Loving Mac, and Knight Rider, and myself, Hollywood, of course. So, hey, right now we're about to hit on the awards. So, the NBA season, regular season is officially over. Playoffs have begun. The playoffs itself, we have a lot of good things going on. A lot of good teams facing off head to head. Seems like the Clippers taking round one losses. But right now, let's just focus on the regular season awards that we have right now. So we're looking at the MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Most Improved Player, and Coach of the Year. Now, I do have the finalists for those award categories, the top three. So we're looking at for MVP, we have Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, and Steph Curry. All right, and then for Rookie of the Year, we have LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, and Tyrese Halliburton from Sacramento Kings. Sixth Man of the Year, they have Jordan Clarkson, Joe Ingles, both from the same team, and then Derrick Rose. Right, and after that, for Defensive Player of the Year, we have Rudy Gobert again, Ben Simmons, and Draymond Green. Coach of the Year is Quinn Snyder for the Jazz, Tom Thibodeau for the Knicks, and Monty Williams with the Suns. And then we had the Most Improved Player with Jeremy Grant, Michael Porter Jr., and Julius Randle.
What is Rod doing now?
I don't know. I seen him slide in and out.
I was trying not to say nothing.
I was trying not to look.
Doing?
I'm looking at my list and I see something just go like,
I don't
you know what I
man.
mean? I'm like,
hey man, you still work at that one place?
Yeah.
Damn, I can't make my joke then. Never mind.
all right. Hey, but that's what we have for the list right there. So a lot of things have changed throughout the course of the season. Probably at the beginning of the season, we all would have said Joel Embiid was going to be clear front winner for MVP. We probably would have said that Rudy Gobert would probably be winning Defensive Player of the Year. So a lot of things have changed over the course of the season. So just looking at a list, not naming the obvious ones in your opinion, but who's the biggest shock that you see winning one of these awards? And I'm going to go with Knight Rider. What's up, bro?
I'll say Steph Curry. If Steph Curry will win it, well, this team didn't. They made a play in, but they didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Altogether. So he still got a possibility of winning the MVP because without them, they wouldn't even be playing.
True.
At all. The Draymond is no help at all.
Except on the defense side of the ball.
Yo, on the defense side, but he could have won the game. The man did a floater where he could just lay the ball up. Like, oh no, man.
He's always been more of a defensive player anyway. Offensively, his value comes in the playmaking when it comes to him. He's much of a scorer. Right. You know, he's a good playmaker though, man. Nice playmaker for that squad, and glue on defense. So I mean, they down, man. They down. So they was down play. So I'm not gonna be too hard on Golden State. You know?
Oh, for sure. You know what I mean? So Rod, I'm surprised you ain't talking about you saying Sixers. You think Ben Simmons gonna win that Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, I think Ben Simmons will win. I would have said Embiid for MVP, but he missed too many games.
That could play a part.
He missed too many games.
Yeah.
But I'll say Ben Simmons for Defensive Player of the Year, either him or Gobert. And Most Improved, I'll say Julius Randle, without a doubt.
Yeah, you know, I feel like this year you have top three for that list anyway. I mean, you look at everybody on there. You got Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter.
I ain't. You know
I mean, he's good, but Julius
Randle went to an all-star status. You know what I mean? Like he actually showed that he was the most improved. You know what I mean? Hey, but that's what we got right there.
Who for Coach of the Year?
Quinn Snyder, Tom Thibodeau. I think Tibbs gonna get it, but they also have Monty Williams.
Wouldn't Nate been in that?
It'll either be Tibbs or Monty Williams.
I think it's gonna be Tibbs. But who would have said the Knicks were gonna make the playoffs? Nobody.
Yeah. They were just trying to get rid of players to try to get KD. Free agent. They the players just trying to get free agents. Man, that's ain't doing.
You know what I mean? Like,
the other New York team.
Yeah, the other. Y'all the Clippers. The Clippers in New York.
Nah, we actually win games. We actually win games. But hey, Cigar Loving Matt, bro. What's your take on this?
My pick for MVP is Joel Embiid. I don't care how much time he missed. I thought he was the most impactful player for his team when he played. Terrific basketball player. He's put it all together this year, man. I watched the playoff game today, and the Wizards, they had no answer for him. He's so smooth on offense, man, and he's such a force on defense, man. He changes traffic in the lane when he's in there. My defensive player of the year pick, I will go with Rudy Gobert, simply because he helped lead the Jazz to the number 1 seed, which is, look, I still don't believe it, but they did it. So whatever. Good on them. So I'll give Rudy Gobert that because he's the defensive anchor, we all know. And rookie of the year. My pick for rookie of the year is that guy behind you, man, Anthony Edwards. I know the ball kid. The ball kid started out hot and he stayed hot. He was good all year, but he had that injury that kind of slowed his pace. Mm-hmm. And felt like I judge rookie of the year by how you finish, not how you start, because they're rookies. So I thought Anthony Edwards was enough to win that award. I thought he was a very nice player. Me personally, the 6th Man of the Year award, if I had to choose one, now I guess I choose Jordan Clarkson just because he come off the bench wet. Like, we got the greenest light 6th man in the world. My pick for head coach of the year, I got to pick Tom Thibodeau because, like you said, who thought the Hawks? The Knicks would even be in the playoffs. But I thought Nate McMillan, I guess he didn't coach enough games. That's the only thing I can think of. But I thought he should have been I thought he should be a candidate. Like, I thought Nate McMillan, he turned the Hawks around. Like, that's really impressive. And
turned around to what was 5th seed?
5th seed, man. Tremendous. What's the other award?
So you already went to the most improved player? That's what Nick.
Most improved player, obviously, is Julius Randle. Yes. Good. Julius Randle, just because he went to another level of play. He went from being a good player to an all-star. And that's a big leap for players to make. Like, that's a real leap. So, exactly. Hey, tips to him. We knew we had that in LA. I knew he had that potential. But like I was talking about with y'all before, when you're a championship winning team like the Lakers, you really ain't got time to wait for kids to grow up. So you typically try to trade him away and get some more assets. They couldn't trade him because he was an unrestricted free agent and he left off. He went to New Orleans, developed some more. Now he's a Knick and he took another level, man. So good. Hey, good for him.
Man. Y'all did have a couple players lead the Lakers and automatically become an all-star. It's like Brandon Ingram, for example.
Yeah. We ain't got time to wait on them cheering. We knew they had potential. I just wish they could have traded Kyle Kuzma with him. I wish New Orleans would have been stupid and took Kuzma instead of Brandon Ingram, but obviously.
This is why. Y'all didn't even include. Y'all barely included Kuzma because Kuzma played well his first year with us.
You never heard me talking like that. I was never been a damn Kyle Kuzma fan. Look, to Kuzma's credit, Kuzma is a damn good defender. He's turned himself into a pretty goddamn good defender in the league. But offensively, he just looks lost way too goddamn often. But defensively, he's a nice player now. So he's a nice rotational player. He was obviously he never had the potential that a Brandon Ingram had, but
yeah.
Whatever. Look, we traded Brandon Ingram for a championship, so whatever. I'll take that.
Y'all did what y'all did. Y'all got a championship. He did turn his whole entire NBA career around when he went to a different location. So I think it worked for the best.
It worked out well for everybody.
Worked for the absolutely. Best. All right, I'm with it. But hey, Solo Toast, what you got to say about this one, brother? I know one of these names is from your team. So let's hear it.
Yeah, my team, sure. By default. Rookie of the year is probably going to go to Ben Simmons again because you know how I'm messing around. Ben Simmons be winning them awards.
That's a funny joke every time.
It is. It don't make any sense.
Every time. That's funny. That joke will never not be funny.
Right? But I think Anthony Edwards deserves it because man, see, I can't even say that with a straight face. He probably gonna win it. I'll say that. I think
I don't think
LaMelo Ball should win it because once they put him in the starting lineup, and he was the focal point of the team. He got them up to the 4th seed, and they stayed the 4th seed until he broke his hand, and then everything went south there. I mean, there's a lot of other injuries and stuff like that, but it all started with LaMelo Ball breaking his hand, and he came back too early. His hand still messed up. They made it to the play-in, but they shouldn't. There were no expectations there. Anthony Edwards is a fantastic player. I think he's only going to get better. I wouldn't be surprised if he won. I wouldn't be mad if he won. But I think where LaMelo Ball had the Hornets before the injury should be, looked at a little bit more because he was balling out. And it's not, I'm not saying that because his last name is Ball. For most improved player of the year,
we gonna get that ball.
For most improved player of the year, I think it's easily Julius Randle. Not just because of stats, but because he became an all-star and he helped lead the Knicks to a 4th seed. Hopefully he only gets better from here on out. And with that, I would also give the coach of the year to Tom Thibodeau because Stephen A. Smith definitely didn't expect this. He didn't even want him to coach the team.
He's like, the Knicks are back, baby.
He's all happy now. But plus it's the Knicks. Your boy Nate McMillan got fined for saying this, but the league wants the Knicks to be good.
He said the most obvious thing in the world. It's so
right. So I'm pretty sure they're going to get coach of the year and most improved player of the year. I'm honestly surprised he wasn't. Well, he was probably on the MVP list, probably like 5 or 6 for what he's doing over there. So 6 men of the year will probably go to Derrick Rose as well because he's a Knicks, and everyone loves a good Derrick Rose story for some reason because of what happened to him, his injury, what he could have been, the potential, and all that. Seems like everywhere he goes now, he plays a big impact, especially off the bench. Plus, one of them players from the Jazz, Ingles, I think he barely came off the bench enough to even be considered a 6 man. I think I think he got off the bench 37 times compared to starting 30 times. So it's like, I don't even know how he really made the list. MVP, I'm probably going to give to the Big Loaf, the Joker. I call him Big Loaf because he was like a big old loaf of bread to me out there. Because I don't think he missed the game.
Yeah,
damn.
And he's been the most consistent, and even when was it Jamal Murray went down, he kept the team going and all that. If Embiid had stayed healthy, I think it would have been him to lose. I think it would have been an easy award for him to win, but he did miss a lot of games. But Sixers kept winning without him, and that shouldn't be a knock, but I think they actually look at that. I guess Stephen Curry is 3rd on the list, and he had a phenomenal season. He started off a little slow, but once he got going, he was going. But I mean, they barely made the play-in, and they didn't make the playoffs. So it's nice, but I don't think he's an actual candidate. I'd put Chris Paul up there for him.
Playoffs.
Yeah, I'd put Chris Paul in his spot for him. Chris Paul seems to do great everywhere he goes.
Yes.
I think that's about it. Oh, defensive player of the year. I don't know. My idea of defensive player of the year is like someone who can lock people down, not just block shots and stuff like that. Like when I think of defensive player of the year, I think of a Ben Wallace, a Dennis Rodman, a Gary Payton, someone you can point at and say, shut that guy down on the other team. And I don't see that when I see Rudy Gobert.
Ben Simmons can't win both awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he can't be a rookie of the year and defensive player of the year.
Right. That's why I'll give it to Draymond Green, I guess. He seems to focus more on defense. Right. Like y'all talked about earlier, offensively, he's not that great. And it's for a reason. He knows what he's good at. He can do the playmaking, rebounding, and he can slow down one of the other players on the team. So I'd give defensive player of the year to Draymond Green.
It's not bad there. It's not bad at all. And just piggyback that, I'm going to go for my defensive player of the year. I'm agreeing with you. I'm going with Draymond Green only because, well, like I said to y'all before, if you're a player on these teams, you know you don't do certain shit fucking well. You know you don't shoot threes like that. You know you don't hit mid-range jumpers like that. You do what you do well, and you do that to the best of your ability. Draymond Green is a defender. That's what he will be known as a defender, and he does his job well. So when the Warriors were on this run, of course Steph Curry was hot, but someone had to man the defense side of the ball, and it's not going to be Steph Curry. It was Draymond Green. You know what I mean? He was coaching everybody up too. That's what gets lost in translation there. Even with James Wiseman, before he got hurt, he was coaching James Wiseman up. You know what I mean? So he actually was changing their whole entire identity on defense as the season continued to progress. So I got to give that to Draymond Green for what he was able to do on the team. MVP, it's another difficult one, but I'm going to go with Joel Embiid. Despite him missing those games, he still was the biggest force in the league. Of course, Joker was good too, but Embiid was just a force. You know what I mean? He was just a force. Yes, they won games without him, but that's what you want from your team. You want your team to be able to win games without your main star. You know what I mean? But when he was in the game, he is a player you have to game plan for. You don't game plan for Ben Simmons. You don't. You just don't. Ben Simmons, he had a 3-point line. Okay. That's all right. That's fine. You know what I mean? You will live with that. And Joel Embiid's at 3-point line, you're going to go out there. You know what I mean? He changed the dynamic. So I got to go Joel Embiid for that. Coach of the year, Tom Thibodeau, of course. He changed the Knicks. They got the 4th seed. Never thought they would get the 4th seed. I thought they'll probably get the 7, but they got the 4th seed. So that's pretty good. So I got to give it to him. 6th man of the year, I'm going Jordan Clarkson. He came off the bench and he was a walking bucket. A walking bucket for that #1 Jazz team. All right. So you got to give it to him. So the most improved player, of course, is Julius Randle. Like Matt was saying, he should have been able to show that side of him while he was with the Lakers. It shouldn't have took X amount of years for you to realize your potential and what you can do. You know what I mean? But he figured it out. He turned it on the last second. So, you know, he's still doing what he got to do there. So I'd give him that. I think I pretty much covered everything except for Rookie of the Year. And that's going to Anthony Edwards, man. You see the man behind me? Anthony Edwards. My pro comparison of Dwayne Wade with a little bit of Vince Carter, that boy's going to kill it, man. He's
Hamilton Road's finest, baby.
Look here. If he was one player that everyone slept on at the start of the season, like Matt said too, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. At the start of the season, he wasn't getting consistent minutes like that. He was taking out the 4th quarter a lot. You know what I mean? But now, after the All-Star break, especially when he was averaging 24 points a game, he showed what his true potential could be. And right now, no offense to LaMelo Ball, LaMelo Ball surprised the hell out of me, but he is also 6'8", playing point guard, so I take that into account too. Anthony Edwards is 6'5", I believe, playing shooting guard in the league where the shooting guard is pretty damn tall. They're all pretty damn big. Most of them are.
Is he even 6'5"? I don't think he's 6'5".
He's probably about 6'4", honestly. You know what I mean? So he's dealing with that too. And he was balling. I mean, straight up balling. He figured out how to play in this league. He figured out how to play as a man. And that's what I'm giving him credit for. He actually transformed himself from that little skinny rookie, like he was still playing in college, to an actual NBA player. You know what I mean?
Hey, props to LaMelo Ball. That's a hell of a playmaker.
A hell of a player.
Woo, buddy. That boy, when he realizes, the more he learns about basketball, man, he gonna be woo.
Oh yeah,
boy, gonna be a nice guy, man. That's gonna be a nice player.
He's going to be better when he
enjoy him while you can, because he'll be a Laker in 5 years.
Less than that.
Look, the future of the league is in good hands. I will say that. The future of the league is in good hands. You got Zion, Ja, Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball. You know, the future
ain't good, but he gets shot blocked a lot, though.
Ja?
No, Zion. He good, but he get his shot blocked a lot.
Zion get hacked a lot.
He get elbows in the neck.
Come on, man. And you saying Zion get shot blocked a lot. You know he averaged 27 points a game, right? That was good for that was good.
Look, and he's only 6'7" down there, too. He's not tall.
All that was good for 5th and 6th or 5th or 6th in the league in scoring. So don't say he gets shot blocked. He is playing.
I mean, he led the league and he got his shot blocked most out of anybody in the whole NBA last year.
But he also led the league in field goal percentage, if I'm not mistaken, like 6-7%.
Yeah, And look where he plays at his size.
Yeah, the paint.
It's shot block. Yeah,
if anything, you should be commending that man.
That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Yeah.
That ain't nothing. He really is a Charles Barkley type build.
Yeah.
Athletic one right there. I gotta give it to him. He's a mix between Charles Barkley and Blake Griffin. I think whoever said that before, they had it right. I would give him that. And Julius Randle. You know, Julius Randle remind me of, man. He's like an
Alex Smith.
It remind me of Lamar Odom with a wider body.
Oh, you gonna hate my comparison, man. He remind me of an athletic Zach Randolph.
Devo.
No.
Zach Randolph.
Zach
Randolph hit threes.
Hey, Zebo wasn't a playmaker like Julius Randle is, man. Julius Randle's a nice ball handler at that size.
Yeah, he's really making spot up threes. He run up pop threes.
Zebo was a bully. Zebo was a bully, and Julius Randle, like, he got some bully ball to him too, but he just ain't got the raw strength like that. Like Zebo was a fucking crazy person down there.
Yeah, on and off the court. I'm gonna need to see Julius do it another season because I've seen.
I do want to see him do it again.
Like Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Blow up and then disappear. So I just want to see some consistency. And of course, that'll be great for the Knicks as well.
And while we're talking about the Knicks and Julius Randle, they are having their playoff game pretty much soon right now, if not right now. So that's one of the games that happened this weekend. But we also had the Nets play. They did play and they did win. How did shit go? But they played the Celtics. It was a pretty good game in the first half, third quarter, but they made that comeback and won. We did have a first round loss in game one by the Clippers. How in the hell that happened? I guess they're just not as good as they thought they were. And we also had the Trailblazers winning too. Let's not forget.
Yeah, you got two upsets. You got two
upsets. You know what I mean? So that stuff is happening. The upsets are real. And no disrespect to the Lakers, but they did lose to the Suns. The Lakers were already poised, should have been poised to be number one in the league in the regular season, but clearly things changed. And today in game one, they did lose to Devin Booker. Him and his 34 points. Was able to help down the Lakers. LeBron only
Devin Booker gonna average like 30 because we ain't got nobody that can guard him. We just gotta make sure DeAndre Ayton don't do that shit again. Like
DeAndre Ayton had 21 and 16 on y'all in game one. That shouldn't happen.
I saw it early, bro. I saw it early,
man. He's supposed to be getting them boards.
I saw it early, man. AD wasn't really engaged real early. His shots weren't falling early. He was kind of disengaged. But it's game one, man. And the Lakers are an older team. They'll make the adjustments, man. Don't worry about it. And they did hold them to under 100 points. Even with that being said, they held the Suns to under 100. It was 99-90. They'll make some adjustments, man. Look, I'm a Lakers fan. I'm cocky. I'm arrogant. We'll be okay.
We're gonna be okay.
Worried. I'm never, unless call me when we down 3-1 or 3-0. Then I'm scared. Until then,
it's like whatever.
Ain't nobody worried. Yeah, I'm chilling.
But you're not worried. You're just chilling. But the fact that AD and LeBron both had significant injuries this year, you kind of have a little worrisome in the back of your head.
If AD can't re-engage mentally, then it'll be a problem. But he always seemed to have this series in him, so he always has seemed to have that game in him. And typically the next game, he turns it back around. So I think you'll see a different version, game two, and I think LA will win game two. I think
LeBron will talk to him, and AD will get himself together.
Yeah.
Well, here's an open question for all y'all. So we are talking about them, the Lakers, Suns. I think that game will go back and forth. So the first initial reaction to the Denver Nuggets versus the Trailblazers and how, Trailblazers did win game one. And without Jamal Murray on that Denver Nuggets team, it seems more unlikely that the Trailblazers would take that series. Do y'all feel that is the case?
I feel that, yeah.
I still think Denver will win just because they got too much. Portland goes as Dame and McCollum goes. And you can't rely on that kind of shooting game in, game out. As I know I said Dame top 5 3-point shooter all the time, but listen, they're not gonna shoot like that every game. They just won't.
Yeah, playoff Melo.
Playoff. Playoff Melo, playoff Jokic, Michael Porter Jr. I think Denver still win that series probably in like 6.
I just realized they gave Joker damn Melo old number when he was with the Nuggets.
See that?
Yeah, it really goes with how well Portland's going to shoot. I think they'll get past them in the first round, and I think that'll be it. I don't think they'll get past the second round. I really could see that going either way between the Trailblazers and the Nuggets. I think that's the most. It's going to be the closest. I can easily see the Lakers winning 4 in a row, and stuff like that. So, but the Trail can go either way to me.
We'll see how it goes, man. I think it's gonna be some of these games are gonna be pretty fun to watch, especially the Knicks and the Hawks. I think that's gonna be one of the most entertaining.
That's the only series first round I'm really locked in on.
I say that's going to a game.
I'm about to go watch that when we done here. The only one I'm really locked in on.
All right, yeah. So let's get ready to end this here. So right now, about to end this right here, guys. We know what the NBA Awards. We should be finding out pretty soon who's gonna be winning these awards, taking this stuff home.
So we not gonna talk about that thing that everybody talking about this week.
Oh, you talking about Kwame?
Hey, don't say his name. Hey, hey.
Hey man, that's my distant cousin, man.
I'm light skinned, all right. I'm that man's name. He is not. I don't want it.
He went like cigar loving Matt. That damn milk done.
Yeah,
milk done looking fit.
Bro. Hey, listen. I don't want it. All right. Listen, I tell you up front, G. You got it.
Make it with a good help.
Game than me. And I think pretty good. I will say it's about Kwame Brown. What he's doing right now, it is the equivalent of a dunk contest, and the man scoring all 10s first time around. First goals, all right. Listen, no reattempts. He don't need to dribble the ball 1,000 times. Give me the ball. I'm gonna stuff it with a Vince Carter level jam. Give me my 10. I'm getting up out of here. This shit's incredible.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck Kwame Brown's trash ass.
Hey man, you next, man. Chill out.
I apologize. I apologize.
I didn't say it. Okay, so here's the question. Here's a bigger question. Is this controversy, is this going to change the way that commentators critique players?
No.
Because Buddy coming with the chopper, dog. Damn.
Okay. These reporters they have their freedom of speech. They're gonna say what they want to say. If you can't take it, then
at the end of the day, Stephen A gets paid to take all them bullets because he's taking a shit ton of them.
He takes a shit ton. Stephen A talks about everybody. He holds nothing back. He's himself. So respect to it. If you can't take
They've been talking about Kwame since 2005.
Exactly. And I'm sorry, but if Kwame didn't want to have people say some stuff about him, and I guess your game should have said it. You know what I mean?
Hey, he stayed quiet for a long time.
Quiet for a long time.
Boiled over.
You kind of worry about that. Like he waited to say this. Like you just said.
I'm all for it. He defended himself. He's not like, look, just like with Anthony Bennett getting picked first. No one saw that coming.
No,
MJ shouldn't have picked that man first. You know, I can't blame him for that. So he's just defending himself. Like
Anthony Bennett is who they claim Kwame Brown is. Kwame Brown played 12 years in the league, bro. Like I'm sorry. He played 12 fucking years.
He played 12 years in the league. He stuck around.
Like he started for numerous teams. Like
Anthony Bennett is like Johnny Manziel. Like
Anthony Bennett is the guy that came in and we ain't seen him since. Yeah.
So there have been some trash players in the NBA. Like Michael Olowokandi, you know what I'm saying?
Michael Olowokandi, yeah.
I mean, he was in the league. Trash. Gone. Done.
Look, and by the way, Michael Olowokandi, Michael Bennett, I'm sorry. Now, Anthony Bennett, it ain't nothing personal. I don't mean to say you were sorry because you better than me, but you NBA level.
I could average 6 points in the NBA.
He didn't even average that.
we just take 2 threes a game. I'm good. I can hit that.
He averaged like 0.2 a game.
Yeah.
Any minute by let the chopper sing on this whole podcast.
Hey, look, I can take a charge. That's about it.
All right. Let's go ahead and end this before we get some more ammo to the fire. You know what I mean? Hey, so before we head out, of course, like I always ask guys for a bit off topic, which I got coming up.
Man, we don't know. And that's the fun part about our podcast.
Yeah, that's the fun part about it. I mean, you just mentioned that after this, you were going to watch the game, but I thought we were going to do a podcast. But, it's whatever.
Listen.
News to me.
There will be a podcast this week. It'll be Fire Flames. It's always Fire Flames. Tune in, okay? Listen.
How far you done got your anime on watching?
Well, I've gotten very far. Right now I am really deep into Demon Slayer. So that matter of fact, that may be what we talk about, Leo. If you've ever watched it.
If you ever get to One Piece, that'll be the only show you watch for the next.
I haven't watched watched One Piece. I'm still watching Death Note, and so
you ain't ready for One Piece, man.
Well, there it is for a bit off topic. So when you guys see that, just go look at it. We have
hey, bro, he be ready to go. Okay.
It's not about being ready to go, guys. We got time.
Is there somebody in the room that we don't know about? Is there somebody in that room we don't know about that you rushing to get off to? What you rushing?
I tell you what, this is what I know about. We got 3 minutes left, so you gonna shut your ass up.
This motherfucker said, he be ready to go.
Y'all be wasting some time. Hey, but straight up, no, keep it real. You know what I mean? So a bit off topic. You guys are doing an amazing job. Like, for real, you guys can go watch it. This shit is really dope. If you have not tried to watch get involved in pop culture, man, you just need to branch out.
Yeah. Just come watch it, because literally, man. Look, here's the part about it. I don't want to commit to saying what we're gonna talk about, because that would be a lie. Okay, we're gonna talk about it for like 3 minutes, and then Leo gonna say some weird shit about how fucking Wolverine cooked Cyclops.
No, cut this out. Nah, man,
that's gonna take us somewhere else.
You brought that up, not me.
Hey, I'm gonna cut y'all off. We are about
go ahead.
We are about
peace out. Y'all good. Take it easy.
Hey, but that's how we got it, guys. How we can end it. Like I said, at the end of every show, please follow us on IG, Twitter. It's Opinionated Faxx. Again, the music that's on this show is by my boy KB on the track, YFG. Follow my Instagram. Stuff is hot. We will continue to incorporate more music from him and keep this thing going. All right, so with that being said, we got Cigar Loving Mac, Soul Toast, Knight Rider, Hollywood. This is Opinionated Faxx. We're out.
Producer Scotty.